Hello, I'm Fencka and welcome to another part of Let's Play Battle Brothers. In the previous part, we accepted another war quest, so today we'll start attacking the locations that are part of the contract. We started with a stone watchtower, then we moved to leather tanner, and the last one, wheat fields. I think the stone watchtower should be the toughest fight. Not really sure what to expect from the leather tanner, but my guess is should be a bit easier. And then wheat fields, my guess would be just some militia guard. Though the last time we had a quest like this, I also expected I don't know what this was, goat pants. I think they would be guarded only by militia, and in the end it was the toughest fight. Well, we'll see. Before I attack, there is one thing or one comment I'd like to answer, and that's about items or loot that we get, all the weapons that I repair, even though I'm not using them, I want to only sell them. Why do that when it's sometimes quite difficult to get all the tools and supplies that we need? Or difficult. It takes time to get the tools and supplies that we need. What I'm talking about is how marking most of the loot or most of the weapons that we get this way for repairs in the inventory. Weapons usually don't need that many tools and supplies to be fixed. Let's say if they are around 50-60% durability, it takes, I'd say, like 2 tools and supplies on average to get them to 100%. When we think about the average price of tools and supplies, one tool is between 10 to 15 gold. Easy math. The stack is 200 to 300 gold. There is 20 tools in that. So when you divide it, you end up with 10 to 15 gold per tool. Which means to fix such a weapon, it's investment between 20 and 30 gold. But the difference in the price of the weapon when we are selling it, when we find, of course, a town where they give us good prices, can be, let's say, between 70 to 150 gold, something like that. So it's definitely worth doing when you think about the money, only the money. Another question is, when we factor in the time that we need to get all the tools and supplies back, because even though it's only 1, 2, maybe 3 tools and supplies to fix one weapon, with all the weapons that we get, it adds up and we burn through our stack of tools and supplies quite quickly this way. I spent some time thinking about it. I still think that all the high tier weapons, stuff like noble swords and all the orcish weapons, stuff like that, are worth repairing. Especially the tier 1 one-handed weapons. Not so sure about all the tier 1 two-handed weapons, because I think those need more than 1 or 2 tools and supplies to fix. And I'll probably be a bit more picky from now on. What I repair and what I just ignore. Might be an interesting experiment to always, when we get some large pile of loot, to individually always set one item for repairs and then see what will be the difference in the tools and supplies needed to fix it. It's easy to calculate, of course. And then we can calculate which items are worth repairing and what's better to just sell as it is. And also, if there is some threshold for how damaged the weapon has to be so it's not worth repairing, or if certain items are always worth repairing. I think I'll focus on this as much as possible for a while, because it'll be interesting to figure this out. Also, like, what is the or which weapons are worth repairing, or where it's not worth anymore. I mean, the quality of weapons, if it's only, let's say, noble sword, or if also falchion is worth repairing, or if you can go even the worse sword than falchion, it's still worth it. This can be quite important for the early game, because at this point, I mean, we have money, we have all that we need. If we waste one extra day on looking for more tools and supplies because we spent too many, not a big deal. Though in early game, it is a big deal, and also the profit from doing this is quite important to know. because money, of course, are as well a problem in the early game. So yeah, this will be a small experiment that you'll work on for a while now, and hopefully we find out what is worth it and what's not. But before we can get to that, we need some special weapons because I'm not repairing armor. So we start with the attack on the Watchtower. That should give us some items to experiment with, and then we check what is worth it and what's not. Do we have the composition that we want to use? Thinking about moving Ulfgar forward. Who do we replace? I think I'll move. No, I can't afford to move Apostolos back. I think I'll have to stick to the current composition. We need some protection for our archers because there are some arbalesters. I think I'll stick to the current composition. Okay, go. We already know what to expect. Oh, I don't like this at all. We'll have to retreat. Yep. Guy with the heavy crossbow sitting on a cliff. Bad news. And we'll retreat all the way back. Yeah, this should split them up nicely because the footmen seem to be using shield wall for some reason when they're 6 tiles away, and that means they'll be moving slower than the Zweihanders and probably Billman as well. Okay, much better. Think probably move one more tile so that at least 2 of our archers have the high ground. Or maybe I can just... Well, if I move only the archers, then from certain angles they won't have cover, so it's better to move the whole thing backwards. How do we want to do it? Probably this way. There we go, they are moving. Perfect. That's exactly what we need. The more the AI has to move, the harder it is for them to stay in some kind of formation. Well, let's try this guy already. So that's 1 hit. Wait for it. Have to kill the dog. Really? That's already quite a lot of damage. Wait for it. just hope that the Arbalaster with the heavy crossbow doesn't end up on this tile. It would still be pretty dangerous. Oh, hey. Wait. I think I'll send our heavies forward, but first I want to see what they are doing. Wait, let's go for a spear wall. Kronar can wait. Shade can wait. Okay. Oh, we can reach the billman. Perfect. I'd like to use the split, but here, of course, it's much better to just finish up the first Zweihander. And Arnulf... For Arnulf, it's probably safer to stay where he is. If I move them forward for this one attack, he'll then be way too exposed. Okay, there is the first Arbalaster. Can we reach him? We can. Here we have an angle on him. Please hit him at least once. Nope. I think I'll wait. Hopefully we'll get an angle on something at some point. We can keep working on the billman. That's good enough. Nice. Someone Shade can still wait, but they'll start moving at the end of the turn. Now, I want to do damage to the standard bearer, because as long as the standard bearer is up, there's no way that they would start panicking. Come on, 46 isn't that bad. No. Pretty unlucky. Is that something? Okay, and now Sobo with Shade. I have to try to flank them. I don't want to get too close to the cliff because there's still like 3 or 4 Arbalesters we don't know about. I don't want to get in their range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, not sure. Maybe we are already too close. No, they're not shooting. Yeah, this guy is exactly where I didn't want him to be. Also, this was quite stupid allowing the Zweihander to use the split. Though I don't think I could have done anything against it. Good. Uh-oh. This bird is taking way too much damage. It's shooting. Let's try the standard bear. Perfect. And this also helps. Here Gisbert is not as exposed anymore. And we also can try the Zweihander now. Is it worth it? Well, might be the best target. The rest is pretty much just footman. Let's try our luck. It was 81%. Come on. You can't afford to miss attack like that. Well, Gisbert, you have to stay where you are, I'm afraid. And the Postolis, let's try to help here. 74. Come on. Pretty risky, shooting through your own people. Speaking about risky, %. Is it even worth doing? Maybe I'll just wait. $12. 21. I need to get this guy out of the way. Let's try the aim shot. Well, he's not dead, but we at least hit. And now please, 74%. Almost. Okay. Now we have to get rid of this footman. Is there another one with the military pick? No, just this one. So we have to kill him. And that should be much easier. Postal is 77% twice. Let's wait. I think I want this guy closer. Oh, he's not moving. But Gisbert now can move back to the front line. I don't want to move Sabo even closer because I think if I do that, then we'll get in the range of that guy with the heavy crossbow. I have to just move back and get to the other side. Oh, hey. Most of our archers should be able to get to him, or not get to him, reach him. Kronar, this is really not your day. Missed all your attacks. Oh. Should have probably switched to the long axe and start working on shields. I don't want to move closer. Oh, this should work. We can shut him down this way. Okay. And we can still hit from time to time. Wait. Do we want to move? I don't think so. Not yet. Yeah, I'll wait. Next turn I move up and use split. Or maybe you can just move to this one. Okay. Sabo will now move forward and run to the remaining arbalesters as fast as possible. Good. Exactly what we need. Wait. I think Kronar can do the same thing. Just put as much pressure as possible on the crossbowman. I think this guy will be dead before we can break his shield. It will be one attack per turn, and the guy's shield would probably take like 3 hits. I think I'll just shoot. It at least gives him the overwhelm. Okay, decent. Like, what about you? I can jump down. Hey, even hit him. Nice shot. Okay, so our bosses are running. Can we hit from here? Yeah, we can attack through the tree. Okay. I think this should be all. Yep, it's over. Level up for Kronar, level up for Gisbert, not bad. And what about the loot? We want all of these, of course. Let's take all the armor. We can take the dagger as well. Just ignore the quiver because we would throw it away later anyway. Good. And now, let's see, we need 49 tools and supplies. Where do we start? We don't have any tier 1 one-handers, but we can start, I don't know, with the greatsword. Once again, 49? 49. $51. So to repair close to 40% durability of a great sword, we need 2 tools and supplies. Investment between 20 and 30 gold. The difference in price, my guess would be 100 plus in this case. So that's worth it. When we check a weapon, let's say 70% Falkian. We are on 51. Now we are on 52. So that's investment 10 to 15 gold. And again, we should get, I think, I don't know, 30 to 40 gold more when we repair it. So it's worth it. Arming sword, that's better than Falkian. It's on, let's say 40%, and we need 2 tools and supplies. That's 30, but when we look on the price, I think the price, difference in the price that we get for the sword when we sell it will be maybe like 100. So this is also worth doing, even when it's down to 40%. I doubt that the knife is worth it, of course. Now we have military pick. I don't even have to calculate that. I mean, actually, maybe what would be the difference in price when it's only, let's say, 10%? This might be not worth it because it's always at least 1 tool and supply. And when it's like 10%, then we get, you know, a few extra coins, but the difference is not that significant. So maybe these are actually not worth repairing. I think everything like above 80% might not be worth repairing. Only like the top tier items, as I said, arming swords, stuff like that, that might be worth repairing, even when it's above 80, but not these. And then we have pikes. We are on 56. $45. $59. So pikes are more expensive. Well, it's a two-handed weapon, so they're not that valuable. You can see what they're worth, which means the price that we get for them won't be that high either. And this one needs 3 tools and supplies. It would still technically be worth it. We would get probably more than we invest into the repair, but because of items like this, we burn too many tools and supplies, and when we factor in the time, that makes it not worth it. So repairing pikes, if you don't have access to easy, cheap, or easy to get cheap tools and supplies, these are not worth repairing. We can even try things like this helmet. 56 still. 56. $58. That's why I'm not doing armor, because it needs a lot more tools and supplies. Only 15%, and it already needs 2 tools and supplies. Here it will be already 3, right? Even 4. So armor is definitely not worth repairing this way. It's way too many tools and supplies. What about the crossbow? They're on 62. 58, so that's 2 more, and the difference for 40%, maybe 200 gold. So that's worth it. Okay. And maybe I'll try some more weapons later, especially the two-handers. And of course, this is not like exact math. I'm just quickly calculating more or less what is and what isn't worth it. If you just do some exact calculations and always check. Another thing that I didn't factor in are like prices in towns. You know, if you have a town where you get really good prices, where you are like allied with them, and it's a harbor or something like that, where you can get really good prices. Plus, they have some things like ambush trade routes that also increases prices. Then probably everything is worth repairing, or almost everything is worth repairing, because the difference in price can be quite ridiculous. But yeah, basically this is the reason why I'm repairing weapons. It's worth doing most cases. It's interesting, I didn't expect like things like pikes that they are not worth repairing for us, or they would be like barely worth it. But you get the idea now. Before I make a cut in the video, let's check the level ups. For Kronar, what do we have? I think I want footwork for Kronar, because later he won't have shield. And we need a way how to get out of trouble. But we also need Battle Forged. For now, he'll be still staying in the defensive line, so maybe it's better to start with the Battle Forged. Yeah, let's go with that. Also, Berserk is another thing we're gonna need for Kronar. Melee skill, melee defense, and fatigue. But this level up sucks. And for Gisbert, it's level 10. Footwork, I think. And then Headhunter and Executioner. Yep. Melee defense as well. and definitely fatigue. Also kinda sucks. Only getting +3 for a stat that has 2 stars. Okay, let's level ups. I think we have to move Gisbert back. He needs some time to repair his gear and to heal up. So Alfgeir will move forward. Not sure that Douglas can stay on the flank with 55% points armor. Also, Kronar will move back. We'll probably move Shay to the flank and Douglas, well, with 31 hit points. Or maybe let's wait. When we get to the next location, we'll see how much damage we managed to repair and how many hit points we healed. And then we decide on the exact composition for the next fight. Also depends on the garrison in the next location. Okay. We are done for this part, so I hope that you liked it, that you didn't mind some of the theory and the math with all the tools and supplies. In the next part, we'll again focus only on contracts and fighting. But still, I hope that you like this part, that you're gonna join me for the next one again. And until then, have a good time. Bye bye.